Hi, welcome back to Talking Sense. Today I want to talk about you. Do you see yourself as small, or do you know that you could be much more than you think? In the Bible, there's a story about the talents, which is all about, are you using one talent and burying the others, or are you using multiple talents and keeping on enhancing them? So let me tell you about Steve. Steve is behind this camera. So Steve shoots these videos, he goes and edits them. But that's not all Steve does at Centonomy. Steve will help us with the logistics of the classes, with the students, with the venues, sometimes with transport. I can't name the amount of things Steve does. He does our social media, he does our flyers. Steve is multi-purpose, and I can tell you for sure, Steve is putting all his talents on the ground. I have another friend, and yesterday we were talking to her about her work history. She's worked in banking, advertising, insurance, media, and she's now in education. And it was a very interesting conversation because she hadn't realized, and I told her, you have something transferable. And then she caught on to it and she's like, actually, for me, it's all about the consumer. And if I can understand the consumer in banking, I can understand the consumer in multiple places. But a lot of us don't see ourselves that way. I had another conversation of somebody who's been recently retrenched from a bank. And she's like, I'm looking for opportunities in the banking industry. And I asked her, why only banking? Why are you limiting yourself? But you have skills that you don't even realize that you have. You may have defined yourself as an accountant, but maybe you're a good listener, you're good in communication, you're analytical, you can put documents together, you can make presentations. That can be transferred to any number of industries, and it can become another job. Maybe you can become a project manager in a construction company with the same set of skills. So don't limit yourself and what you can do. But this calls for a different attitude at work. And I think in this new generation, in this information generation, the advantage people are going to have is their attitude and what they bring on the table. Employers want people who are going to put everything on the table. In my next video, I'm going to talk about why you should look for opportunities within the SME sector. But for this video, I just want you to understand you are a whole person. Have you taken time to understand that person? People who are able to do that get promoted, they get progressed in organizations, they experience themselves better because they grow and understand what they can do better. They're able to leverage better. They get paid better. They run better businesses. So stop defining yourself as one role, one title, and start looking at the multiple talents you have. Now, if you do need to repackage yourself, reposition yourself, and want to see yourself differently, details of our program called Career Hub are on screen, and this is really what we help people actually achieve. We move you from how you see yourself to what you could potentially be, and it opens up a world of opportunities for you. You are not just one title, one degree, one person. You could be more.